Hello and welcome back to Lee Slot Cars, coming to you from the old slot shed. Feeling a lot better, thank God. It's been a bit nasty. So today I'm going to continue with part 2 of my scenery build. Now before I sort of built the basic structure of everything, used the plaster bandage, the mod rock to actually give it shape and form, and that's all dried out nicely. I gave a base coat to one part, and today I'm going to be applying a bit of what's it called Plaster of Paris, just to give it a bit of a rocky feel going around the sort of perimeter of it, but all will be revealed. So here we go, let's crack on with this. So this is where I finished up last time. So we've got the basic structure there. The rocks aren't fixed on, I've just put them on for the time being. The green is way too dark, but it's fine. It's just a base coat. It needs to be almost like a yellowy green grass for it to be sort of authentic. So that's fine. I can give that another coat over the top with a lighter colour paint. And also this side needs finishing off, so I'm going to put a bit of MDF going right up here and then tapering down to the end. So we're going to have that sort of finished off nicely at the end. So I've got that to do, I've got that to repaint. But first, this section here is another modular piece which is going to go up here, if you follow me. It's going to slot in there. I just need to trim it down a bit there so it fits in properly. So that piece is going to go there. And this is going to be a little bit more rocky, granity around the edge here. So what I'm going to do is mix up some plaster of Paris and apply it around the side here. The top will be grass mainly, with a few heathers, gorse, maybe a couple of little gnarly little trees in there. So this is going to be painted up like a sort of granity colour, which is sort of a lightish grey but with some brown flecks in it. So that's the idea for that. I'm also tempted to do a little bridge with some of the pieces of offcuts I got from magnetic racing. I might build a little rustic bridge going from here across there over to this section, but we shall see. So what I'm going to do now is mix up some plaster of Paris and get this first coat on, get it shaped lightly until it's dry, and then I can sort of start carving away, because I want it to follow sort of slightly downward facing diagonal contours as we go down. So let's see how it all works out. When we come back, I'll have the plaster of Paris done and we'll see how it's looking. Right, okay, here we go. So this piece here, I've lightened the colour, as you can see. I've put some rocky highlights in as well. Actually really pleased with how this is coming out. Some rocky old granite highlights on the vertical pieces. Yeah, and so far so good. I need to wait for this to completely dry, because I'm then going to dry brush some sort of other colours and some shades and texture onto that, just to make it stand out a bit. And this central part has all been, looks really shiny because the light's actually coming straight from the window onto it, and I've only just finished painting it. So that excuse me, is the base. That is the base coat, which is the light grey, which when we look at your sort of granite colour, it's very similar to that, but you do get other textures that have the mixture of the grey and the browns as well. So once again, when this is completely dry, I'm going to go with a dry brush, just picking out the highlights with a bit of brown, and then when that is dry, just a few white highlights with a dry brush on top of that, and that should be almost ready to go. I need some more flock, but I've run out of yellow paint, which is really annoying actually. So I need to get some more yellow acrylic paint just to give it a to lighten up the flock. But actually I put a little bit on here and sort of painted over it, and that might actually work. So what I think what I'll do is I will get a layer of PVA on the top here once I've finished all the painting and the shades, and then sieve some flock over the top of it. When that's dry, just go over it again with the lighter green colour paint once I buy more yellow paint. So this has come on really well. I'm really pleased with what I've done this morning, and I can actually see it starting to take shape. Once I've got this piece here in place just here, there's going to be obviously a bit of flock down there, and try and blend in this modular piece with the sides, which is fine, that's easy enough to do. And then also I need to start painting the backdrop, but I need to work on that. I've got a plan, but that's one for another day. So I think that will do me, because I can't really do a lot until this is dry, and I can start doing some of the dry brush techniques on it. And once that's done, that can get installed up there, and suddenly we have the start of a layout. So I've really enjoyed myself this morning. So it's time for me to go grab a bite of lunch, and I'll do an update in another video. So you all take care, my friends, and we'll catch up real soon. Bye bye now.